What's going on, people? I am Swavor, and this is Opinionated Facts, the podcast for breaking news and current event analysis. And I am joined by Coco Love, illuminated lenses, and Journey to Be Great. Of course, you know we talk about breaking news and current event analysis, like I just said, but sometimes we will talk about other things, as you will see today. And I hope everyone's doing okay. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to listen to us today. But without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. So, Coco Love, what do you have for us today?
So kind of going back to like what we talked about last week, when we talked about the pilots falling asleep, this is a little bit different. So tell me why on Saturday, a pilot was arrested because he threatened to crash the plane that he was flying into a Walmart in Mississippi. So
It's the water, man. It's the water. You must have got some of that water.
So the guy's name is Corey Wayne Patterson, and he was a worker at the Tupelo Aviation for the last 10 years. Not anymore, but he was. So on Saturday morning, around about 5 o'clock, he stole a twin-engine airplane and left from the Tupelo Regional Airport. According to the Tupelo police chief, Patterson has some flight instruction, but he is not believed to be a licensed pilot. So you're just up there, you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so his job at the airport now is like a lineman. So what that person does is they fuel up the aircraft. Anyway, he called the Lee County 911 from the aircraft, and he said that he was going to crash plane into the West Main Walmart in Tupelo. Shortly after that, the Walmart and the surrounding areas were evacuated, along with several other like major streets being shut down as well, just to keep everybody safe. So the negotiators were able to contact him, and they convinced him to land the plane at the Tupelo airport, or so they thought. So on the final approach to land, he decided to abort the landing, and he decided to keep traveling northwest. Then 4 hours later, he decided to get on Facebook, and he made a post basically saying goodbye because he was running out of fuel. So I guess he was like, I'm gonna stay up here as long as I can. And then the police lost, and then they reestablished connection with him. And that's when he confirmed that he went ahead and landed in a field. And then that's when he was taken into custody. And now he is being charged with grand larceny and making terroristic threats. So what are y'all thoughts?
Well, I'm glad he didn't follow through. My bad. I'm sorry. I had my foot on the gas. So hold up 1 minute.
It's all right. I was too slow.
Like I was about to say, I'm glad he didn't follow through with his threats. However, it may have something to do with all those self-checkout lanes, and they don't have any cashiers on the register. Because, sometimes I feel some type of way when I have to get off work, and then if I go to Walmart and I have to work again to bag and ring up my groceries. So that, he finally said, you know what, enough is enough. And,
God. The whole Walmart got to go.
The whole Walmart has to go. And, I'm tired.
I'll show you. Hey, what you say?
Okay.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you what.
Okay, open up some more registers in here.
First of all, I love the self-checkouts, but I do feel bad for like the older people, especially on Sunday, child. They be in there trying to get their cabbage, and they be in there struggling to check themselves out at the self-checkout. I feel so bad, but I enjoy it. But yeah, man, I don't know what, and they haven't gone into greater detail about what was going on with him. Obviously, it's a mental issue or something. But yeah, man, leave these folks at Walmart. Like, why are you bothering people?
He must have ran out one of his favorite items or something. He said, I'm gonna fix them.
I'm just trying to figure out how do you steal an airplane? Like like nobody noticed? Like this airplane charging up or anything? Just, like it's not like a car. It's hard to steal a car. It's hard to steal the 18-wheeler. How do you steal a whole airplane? Like that's crazy to me.
Well, since we go stay on the topic of crazies, let's talk about Kanye and Kim Kardashian. I mean, you had to have been under a rock somewhere not to have noticed just how bad their divorce and everything that has been going.
Yeah, so I had got on Instagram. I was just looking at the shade room or whatever, and then I see something about Kanye saying that Kim apparently has bad explosive diarrhea. I don't know why we need to know that. Nobody asked for it. Right. And the thing with Kanye is like, it'll just be like, he'll say like, he'll just pop off a whole bunch of crazy tweets, or he'll be on Instagram or whatever, and then he'll go silent 3 months. So I don't know if he just losing his Instagram handle, his password, somebody hide it from him, and then he find a hiding place, get it back. I don't know what's going on with him.
I saw that post as well, man. It is pretty bad, but you have to ask yourself at some point, like, when does it end? And that kind of brings me to the point that I want to talk about today, about marriage. Okay, so they were married for a little while and they had children along the way. And I want to bring some awareness to this because this to me is very important. I think marriage is probably one of the, if not the most important decisions that you will ever make. And I think some people take this type of stuff lightly. As you can see, those two people are very wealthy and famous. So money is not the savior for marriage, because they had everything. They had the houses, the cars, the money. And then you would seemingly think that if you have all of that, then that would be what keeps you together, right? But I want to give y'all some facts that y'all can kind of just ponder on. In the United States, the divorce rate is about 40%. And that's one article that I read, about 40, 45. Some articles go up to 50%. About 20% of marriages will end within the first 5 years. The divorce rate for people that get married more than one time gets higher every time they get married again. The average marriage in America lasts about 8.2 years. And Asian and foreign-born Hispanic women are actually the women that have the least chances of being divorced. Black people, on the other hand, have the highest rate of divorce. The average age for filing for divorce is 30 years old. And among all the women, Black women are the most likely to be divorced or to file for divorce, at 66% of divorces being filed by Black women. So first, I want to ask y'all, what do y'all think about that? Did you guys know that?
I didn't know
I
the
didn't.
exact. Once
Put
again,
up for them
once
gas.
again,
Hey, come on, she put up for
put
them.
on the
Yeah.
gas.
I'm saying,
Y'all gotta
man,
battle it out at this point.
I'm saying I got me outside. See, ladies first.
Well, thank you. Such a gentleman. I appreciate that. But I do not know the exact statistics, but however, just taking a look at our community, I do, of course, see that Blacks do have a higher divorce rate. And as far as, I'm saying, even marriage, a lot of us are not getting married. And I guess that's not for a lot of us, in the Black community, that's not, a lot of us don't have that goal of marriage. So I mean, I definitely believe those rates. It's unfortunate because I do wish that family was, I guess, more
important.
Yeah. I was searching for a word, but yeah, important. That one is a great word. And unfortunately, it's like, more leadership and, just building that community because Black families, they do build that community. So it's just unfortunate that we don't have that.
What were you about to say?
I think we look at social media more than other races for whatever reason. I feel like a lot of times we'll kind of focus on like the outside things or more so like what can this person do for me or this, that, and the third. And the problem is that once whatever they can do for you is no longer as valuable, or you can do something similar or find that somewhere else, I think eventually the love that you thought you had turns into, well, I don't really need this person anymore.
Did you have something you wanted to add, Coco?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I think in their particular case, because like you made the point about, they seemingly had, everything that you would think that you need to make a marriage successful as far as like the money and everything like that. They were already where both of them, I would say, wanted to be. I guess as far as like career or whatever is concerned, money is concerned, but I think that in this particular case, I don't know everything, but I think that unfortunately, like health it was a major role, a major factor in their situation. Like they weren't healthy, neither one of them, as far as mentally, especially him, unfortunately. So I think that kind of played a role for them. But it is unfortunate though, especially the way it's playing out now, because yeah, he be on one.
I want to go into closing this topic by just saying that, they also have children. And again, like I said, I do feel like marriage is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make. Having children is another decision that's right up there with getting married. And I think when we decide to get married and have children, something that we neglect is the fact that when you say you do, what you're saying you do too. And that means for better or for worse, sickness and health, and go, just go on and on from there. But the point is, do you really believe that, or is that just something that you prepared yourself to say? Because I know a lot of people prepare themselves to say that, but are you preparing yourself to do that? And when you have children with someone, they are a byproduct of what you said that you would do in most cases. And even if you are not married, your children don't know what you are going through, and they will never understand it because all they see is two heroes. So when things don't go right between two people, children can be hurt in the process. as we can see with Kim and Kanye, with the whole battle about where the kids are going to go to school and stuff like that. And I feel like children don't deserve that. So I guess in closing of my topic, I just want to bring awareness to people to say that take marriage serious. Who you decide to get with serious, and having children with someone, take it very serious.
Well spoken.
I agree.
So I have a topic about Abercrombie and Fitch. Have you all wore their brand of clothing? Anybody?
Nah, I'm not a Fitch kind of guy, man.
No.
I ain't never had no Fitch.
Okay. Just checking. But y'all not their target audience anyway. But I just wonder. So they have recently received some controversy.
Wow.
I mean, it's the truth. But they recently came under some controversy on social media, which they're not strangers to controversy, because back in 2003, they had 250,000 employees file a lawsuit because they were being discriminated against because of their looks. According to the employees, they claimed that they were forced to work in the stock rooms while the sales jobs went to the quote unquote good looking people. And the company ended up settling the class action lawsuit by agreeing to pay for $40 million. So in my mind, and it's not funny because discrimination of any kind is not right. But in my mind, it's like before the stores open, they were telling these people like, hurry up, get to the back, hurry up. And that's just kind of what I picture it. But anyway, the recent controversy stems from an obese woman was featured on their Instagram page, which is, of course, on the complete opposite end of the spectrum compared to their target audience, which is the white college, white college people, whatever. Mm-hmm. So many people felt like they are now trying to normalize obesity. And they made a lot of comments on Twitter, Instagram. One of the comments I came across, someone quoted saying that the new Abercrombie and Fitch just dropped. This season, they are featuring diabetes and heart attacks. So, and like I said, it was a slew. I know, right? It was a slew of comments like that, so much so that the spokesperson came out and issued a statement saying that Abercrombie is often tagged by our customers on social media, and we love to celebrate them by reposting their images to our channels. This is one of those occasions. But people still weren't going for that, and they eventually end up removing the picture of the obese woman. So, to me, maybe they are feeling the pressure from the body positivity and probably trying to rebrand themselves, since they were considered to discriminate against other people, and often they would say their models were unrealistic body types. So, to me, it just kind of brought up the whole subject of accountability, because my problem with the body positivity movement, which is mostly catered to larger women, that they want people to accommodate them. They don't want to do anything to change themselves, but they want the world to change for them. So what do you all think? Should this company actually cater to the larger people or whatever, or stick to their initial target audience?
Well, I think just like with the situations that's going on with Lizzo, I think these companies are going to do what's best for the pocket. I don't think it really matters about health to them. It's just, hey, man, if these big ones are coming here and spend it, man, we'll take it.
Right.
Yeah,
all right, man. Don't be shy.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, it wouldn't hurt for them to, do something to contribute or whatever, like to the larger community. I don't know. I guess I'm indifferent. It don't really make me any different because I don't wear them anyway. But
right.
I don't know. I guess it wouldn't, like I said, it would not hurt if they did. But, at the same time, they continue to make it for, smaller people, then there are plenty of other, from what I've seen, there are definitely brands that have, a plus line and things like that or whatever. So it shouldn't, I don't think it's a shortage of clothing for them, but I could be wrong because I'm not, in that position. So.
Right.
See, that's how you got to do it. You go last, so that way you ain't gotta get clothesline when you about to go in. But no, I agree with y'all, man. You don't want anybody to feel excluded. So yeah, they could kind of maybe kind of include the more heavier set people. I mean, now I know there are certain brands that they might not say they're you know, for skinny people per se, but you know, they're kind of more so for like slim fit. Like, I mean, I would think like American Eagle or H&M. I think their clothes fit pretty snug. I didn't had to. I tried on. I mean, this one time I had went in H&M. And I had tried on these skinny jean pants. You know, after trying to see. You know, I ain't really a skinny jean person, but you know, I tried on these skinny jeans, and you know, I had to do my little dance to get in the jeans, and you know, had to fit my little skinny ass in them jeans, and it
So
didn't
you
work
felt
out.
Beyonce's pain.
Yeah. I did feel thicker that day. I will say that. I felt like I had arrived. I'm like, okay, so this how it feels. All right, but that little dance I had to do, that wasn't it. That was not it.
Hey, you was practicing for that midnight performance, huh?
You feel me? That's exactly what it was. But no. But yeah, make sure everybody feels included. That's all I gotta say.
Well, we want to make sure that we just giving our opinions here for those that are listening. We don't feel any way about people in their size. I think all people should be respected and included. So I want to make sure that's put out there. We don't have any negative views on anyone that someone or people would consider to be overweight. I think there should be an outlet for everyone. But in the case of this conversation that we're having, it's just in the context of the topic that Cece chose to talk about. But we have no problems with anyone that may be, I guess, characterized as someone that's a little bit heavy. Because I have a lot of people that may be considered to be heavier in my family, and they're great people. So we don't want to discredit or act like we don't care about them. So I want to make sure I put that out there. But looks like we're coming to a close today because it doesn't seem like we have too much more to say. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to listen to us today. And please, if you have anything that you want to say, you can put it down in the comments below. We do read the comments, so we will read the comments when we actually get them, and and start replying back to you guys. We appreciate you guys so much for listening. I am Swavor, joined by Coco Love, Illuminated Lenses, Journey to be Great. This is Opinionated Facts. You can also follow us. I got to put that in there. Follow us. Our social media links will be in the description below. And also, we are on all of the major podcast platforms such as Anchor, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Apple. Again, thank y'all. I can't thank y'all enough, but thank y'all so much. And until next time, peace.